Charles, your lunch is ready. I only cook for you. Hey, listen. It be going down on Twitter at It's King's World on Twitter. My Twitter handle. It goes down on Twitter. It's a whole nother world over there, child. You definitely get a more unfiltered version of myself. Potomac. Let's get into it. I think it's Potomac. So much happening in Potomac. It looks like I have to do YouTube shorts. Make sure you guys check out my YouTube shorts. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a couple of YouTube shorts, child, or something. It's just easier to do the YouTube shorts because it's only a minute and you can just talk and I can break it up into different parts. And the attention span of people, a lot of people are not gonna sit and just watch a however many long minute video. I definitely appreciate the people that do that on my channel. Lord knows I do. Thank you so much. But just in general, people of today are not gonna, watch a super long video. So that's why I do a lot of YouTube shorts, y'all. And like I say all the time, also check out my community tab. I just posted my Real Housewives of Potomac reunion looks. So make sure you guys check that out. Everybody looks great. I didn't have any critiques. I usually rate the outfits, scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to however many ladies there are. But yeah, everybody looked great. So I don't really have any critiques. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna do these 2 episodes as brisk as I can, child, because we gotta talk about Karen. Falling out. Karen drunk as a coup de brow. Karen, what you got? Lord, the girl's gonna eat you up. Neck and ankles gonna eat you up. Ridiculous fashions. Charrisse gonna eat you up. Big boobs and no hips. Ashley gonna beat you up. It's just they gonna eat the girls up anyway. So I'm gonna talk about that on Chalaki Shorts. Okay, so we see episode 16. We see Candiace, Kiana, and Wendy. They're back from the Dominican Republic. Wendy and Candiace are going in to get laser done. Candiace is getting things situated down there. Wendy is getting things situated up under here. Okay, all right. And so they're talking and stuff and doing the thing. They congratulate Kiana on handling these women the way that she did. Such a great cast member Kiana would be, I believe, if they keep her. She talked about that. She was just like, it's just a lot of different weird dynamics. It's ugliness is what it is. And it is. She didn't say that, I did, but it is ugliness. The way that Gizelle them act. It really is. So they was talking about that. And Candiace, she was just like, she's noticing a lot of differences in Robyn and how she uses certain trigger words. Now it's defamation, which what Robyn was explaining was not defamation, whatever. And she was just saying it's defamation and different things. And she's just like, what's really happening here? She's a lot to handle, right? I said, child, that Robyn or something else. Okay, so leaving that, Wendy also talks about how she's having issues with finding people for her YouTube. She actually ended up getting it situated. Although she did go over budget, she spent $20K, and then Happy Eddie ended up writing the check for $50K. And so it looks like I need to invest more in my YouTube, child. Lord, it's $70,000, Wendy, for the YouTube. But I guess, child, for the set, the cameras, the cactus in the bag, all the things, child. All I give y'all is decoration. I got this box back here that's been sitting here. That's all I got for y'all. That's all my decorations for now. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to start on GoFundMe, child. Because the hell, if Wendy spending $70K on her YouTube show, shoot, I guess I could at least spend $70 for something. We're going to see. We're going to work it out. I got to save some money. Y'all know I got 5 from my job. But luckily, I started a new job Saturday. Look how God works. It's the God in me. You think it's so fresh. You think it's so clean. Okay, so let me see. What else is going on? Charrisse, Candiace, no, Charrisse, Ashley, and Robyn. They go over Robyn's house. Robyn has a beautiful home, a trashy yard, but the house is beautiful. Golds and blacks and whites. It was beautiful. I said, go Robyn, go. Beautiful home Robyn has. And they're talking about Charrisse, she's going to have a crab ball. And she's going to invite everybody. But of course, Karen won't come and blah, blah, blah. You know, Gizelle, she's going off with Grace. Grace is going off to college. Shouts out to Grace. And they had a whole scene with that Gizelle behind the camera talking to the producers because she buddy with everybody over there at the Bravo. And I was just like, Lord, Gizelle got a whole segment. It lasted about 40 minutes. I said, Lord, Gizelle. But anyway, moving on from that, Gizelle had a scene with Karen. Karen said, I won't be attending Charisse's event, as we knew. Right? Okay, so we get to Charisse's event. Robyn arrives first. You know, her and Charrisse are like this. They've been knowing each other the longest, I think. Then Candiace ends up walking in. It's raining. She knocked on the door. Robyn was going to go get the door. Then she realized it was Candiace and walked back up the steps. Just ugly, right? You can't even open the door for the girl. It's pouring down raining. She could slip and fall. I said, y'all are awful humans. Awful. And so she walked up there and they ignored each other, of course. Then here comes Gizelle and it was another lady there. And it was just awkward for Candiace for a while because Wendy did not come and Karen did not come. So we see Karen, she saw Shade in. So Karen and Candiace, they talk. We ended up seeing Jacqueline, Mia's friend. Jacqueline and Charrisse are close. Immediately, Jacqueline started talking crap about Mia. Then Mia comes up the steps. They had a conversation. Mia told Jacqueline the reason why she has the main issues with her is because of the unfortunate events that happened when they were younger, when Jacqueline's boyfriend at the time, when they were like 14, 15, 16, something like that, or whoever it was, did some things to Mia, and Jacqueline had left. She said she didn't know about it, though. She said she didn't find out about it until 2 years after because Mia never, I guess, told her or whatever. So it's a lot of healing that needs to go on for Jacqueline and Mia. But hopefully they get that healing. Yeah. So, let me see. And then it kind of got weird for me. Charrisse said that she brought up Candiace and Robyn. She said that Robyn has been such a great friend to Candiace, and Candiace just start going all off and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what is happening? Did we forget what Robyn did? Then Robyn pull out that speaker and put it on the table to embarrass her friend Candiace when they wasn't having any issues. Wasn't Robyn in cahoots with Gizelle when it came to the whole Chris thing? She said that she wasn't, but I just think that's a lie. I just really do think that's a lie. Like, and you didn't say nothing knowing Candiace is your friend. Candiace is supposed to be Gizelle and Robyn's friend at one point. But in particular, Robyn, knowing that Candiace is one of your good girlfriends, you didn't say nothing to Gizelle. So Gizelle just do all her stuff by herself. I doubt that. Every good villain needs a team, needs a group of minions. You have always been one, and Ashley ended up turning out to be one. Now, one thing I'm confused about is the whole text message thing. Apparently, Robyn and Candiace shared a mutual friend, this vlogger. Apparently, Robyn, she released text messages, private text messages between her and Candiace about why they're not friends, blah, blah, blah. So apparently, Candiace was holding on to this information for a while, and then told the girls what's happening. So really, it's almost like Robyn set this whole thing up, that she been done with Candiace. She just didn't let her know that yet. Is what I'm assuming. So it just kind of got murky and confusing. The guy had left a nasty post, gave it to Candiace, whatever. Candiace been doing interviews with Angela Yee, and she just been talking. And she was just like, yeah, the guy have liked and participated in colorism of me on the internet and things they say about me and Wendy. Apparently they called them crunchy black and everything else. And Robyn apparently is good friends with the guy. And, this show is never going to beat the colorism rumors. It's never going to be, because it's just the fact that the Robyn and Gizelles of the world have the biggest, and Ashley's of the world. Y'all are forever battling and going back and forth, and will not reconcile with Candiace and Wendy, who just so happen to be the two darkest people on the show. Like, that's just a surface example. All the stuff that's done, all the dismissing, all the disregarding, all the disrespecting, all the pretending, oh, don't touch me, all the stuff that white people used to do to black people back in the day, and some still do. Y'all don't see no parallels in nothing. Oh, just because y'all black or part black or somewhat black or a little bit of black or the grandma black or whoever, y'all just think y'all are just completely exempt from like it's a STEM. No, you're not racist. You can't be, because you're black. But the colorist thing is given very much so accurate. Wendy and Candiace can't continue to come out and say it because they have to work with these people. And at the end of the day, some of them are not leaving. Gizelle is always going to have a job. They'll get rid of drunk Karen before they get rid of Gizelle. Gizelle's going to be last Potomac housewife standing, more than likely. They just love her over there. It's just what it is. But I feel like some things on the horizon to change. At least I hope so. It's just, y'all just not beating them rumors sometime soon. Y'all continue to just be ugly and nasty and awful. And it's just not warranted, especially off things that you started. Gizelle, you started all the stuff with Wendy. You started all the stuff with Charrisse, with Candiace. They're smarter than you, and they can read better than you. And so they got you told and got you together. And you just never recovered from it because you don't have nothing to say, because you were wrong, but you can't say you're wrong. Just keep making up excuses. You still making up. Your story change every 5 minutes when it comes to Chris Bassett. You kept rumors going the whole season on your good friend Wendy, your sorority sister. That she got her body done, or her husband must be cheating on her. What is happening? Ashley brought breast milk on the plane. Just had one of the babies. And came up on the plane, delivered that news to Wendy, and left. Fixed her a plate and left. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, what exactly are we supposed to think as the audience? Nobody ever asked that. What exactly are we supposed to think? Oh, they just don't like them. They just, okay. Okay. So anyway, Charrisse banging on the tables, cutting up, acting a fool. Stop it, stop it, stop it, yelling. Candiace gets up, crying and crying. Excuse me. NECA in her Party City crown, who she wore for Karen, but Karen wasn't there, looking ridiculous. She got up to go check on Candiace, and so did Kiana. And so yeah, Candiace apologized to Charisse's kids for yelling and stuff in their house. I wonder if Robyn apologized. She probably didn't. Okay, so yeah. So moving on, they pretended that this last episode was the season finale. Am I the only one that got that impression? Or maybe they didn't pretend, but it just seemed like it was the season finale, but it wasn't. It's one more episode, child. It's a mess. I wonder if they're going to show the full fight. They might as well, because we already saw it online. The fight between Kiana and Deborah, Ashley's friend. Anyway, so the first thing that we see is NECA and Ike. They're at the doctor. She's getting artificially inseminated. Hopefully everything goes well. They goes off into the room, do their thing. And hopefully it'll be some babies soon with Ike and NECA. We call them Ikeettes. Okay, so next we see Mia is in therapy with Gordon. Mia revealed that when she hired a divorce attorney, Gordon emptied her bank account. It's just people always have your own. Ladies, have your own. Fellas, have your own. Don't depend on nobody financially, because who wants this? The account swiped. And like people, if people know that you need them for something, they'll use that to their advantage every time. And it's just always have your own. Don't be that much in love, my God. But he picked up Mia where he picked up at, and this is the outcome. You know, she knew what she wanted from him. He knew what he wanted from her, and so there you go. But I do believe that Gordon is mean for sure. But especially in this situation now, where his siblings done took him off the company and they allegedly ain't got no money and all that kind of stuff. I know he's hell to deal with. Bless Mia's heart. I don't feel bad for Mia really, but bless her heart. So Gordon still believes that, at least in front of people, that we can make this relationship work, and I want to work it out. Mia just looking at him. I said, girl, you in danger. One thing I respect about Mia over Ashley, because they both in similar situations, they both, hoes, is the fact that Mia will leave her situation broke if she have to. She will go and find her happy, or at least her next client. Okay? Ashley gonna stay in her situation with Michael. Because I guess she just don't believe that she can make it on her own or whatever it is. It's definitely the weird connection, father-daughter, dependent, I can't live without you kind of weird, sick self-esteem situation going on over there. Because it just don't make no sense, Ashley. You was on the show 4 or 5 years before you had kids. And I just don't get it. You just pretend to be so much better than Mia. You pretend to be so much smarter, so much more accomplished, so much more this, so much more that. And I don't know. So anyway, moving on from that, Candiace, she talked to Dr. Ken. She says she really wants kids, but she maybe feels like she's put too much on her plate. She wants to accomplish her dreams. She wants to be big. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. And she's just trying to figure it all out, and how does motherhood fit into that? But she really does want a baby. But I get the impression that she don't necessarily want to slow down her career either. And maybe she does too much and stuff, but she's just trying to have a good life. And it's just so much going on, in her head. And I feel like eventually, hopefully, her and Chris will figure it out. Because it's darn near impossible to not take time off as a mom when you have a child and when you're trying to get pregnant. And you can't have any stress. If y'all don't get pregnant naturally, you can't, if y'all do the whole NECA thing, you can't have any stress. It's so many different factors, and I just pray for Candiace and Chris. I like them as a couple and individually. Okay, so moving on from that, so we get to the Monarch cover shoot. There's this editor. He wanted to do a cover shoot with the ladies of the Real Housewives of Potomac, where they dress up as iconic Black female entities in the world. So Candiace, she had Diana Ross, Gizelle, Beyonce, Carolina Horn, Ashley, Dorothy Dandridge, Mia, Pam Grier. That made the most sense to me. Mia is Pam Grier. Wendy is Shirley Ralph. Robyn is Mariah Carey. The most ridiculous. They're both ambiguous looking. That's the only thing that I can say as far as with Robyn. But Mariah never stayed with a man if it wasn't working out. Mariah never depended on Mariah. Like, it's just so many nothing like Mariah's. And besides the whole biracial thing with Robyn, there's just nothing in common that she has with Mariah. But I let it go. I felt personally offended because Mariah's my girl. If anybody knows me, know that my favorite musical entertainer is Mariah Carey. Favorite musical singer is Mariah Carey. And so I just felt personally offended that they chose Robyn. But what I'm going to do about it, right? One person that was not chosen for nothing was NECA. They said, well, you just got here. We don't know you, and you got to find something else to do. So we get that. Robyn she's also opening up a Glow 30 franchise, which is an income-based membership facial studio. She's opening one for extra income because Warren still ain't found no job. Warren, my job hiring if you want to apply. And so that's also when Gizelle told her the unfortunate news that her dad is not doing well. He's sick in the hospital. He did not tell Gizelle how sick he was. And since then, unfortunately, he has passed on. Truly praying for Gizelle and their family with that. It's a tough thing. I lost my dad in 2020. And it's definitely something that you're not really going to get over. Losing a parent is something life-changing. And I didn't have my dad like she did. I met my dad, a couple of years ago before he passed, months before he passed. And, but what came from that was a whole new family of people. And my siblings, 5 siblings that I have, 4 brothers and 1 sister. So, yeah, but we're praying for Gizelle. Okay, so let me see. So we get to GNA fashion show, right? They actually did it. They actually had a fashion show. Everybody's trickling in one by one. I love Candiace's cute little purple dress. She looks so cute. Wendy always looks great, right? She on a black and white number. Ashley looks great. Gizelle, she's flying back and forth from Atlanta to Maryland because of her dad and stuff. So she was just not there. She wasn't as involved as she would have liked. But I'm glad that Ashley picked up the slack as well as the other guy they were working with. So that's good. I'm sure Gizelle was going through a lot, at that time. It was interesting. At one point, Mia, she pulled Kiara, Candiace, Wendy, and Karen off to the side and said that Gizelle basically just like, we need to kind of be there for Gizelle and pray for Gizelle because her dad is going through it. And Candiace is just like, I can support him and Gizelle from a distance, but Gizelle's getting nothing out of me, shoe fly. I don't blame her. I don't blame Candiace. And Wendy said, I agree with the sentiments. Now, on Twitter, a lot of people's firing off at me because I said these are the reasons why Gizelle should not expect sympathy from Wendy and Candiace. And I listed the reasons. Some of the first things that some people said in the comments, when did she ask for their sympathy? She wouldn't want their sympathy. I said that in response to what Mia said, not because of what Gizelle said. I just didn't have enough characters on Twitter to explain all that, right? So that's why I said it. Even when they walked in, Wendy hugged Ashley, congratulated her. Wendy went over to Gizelle. Well, she didn't go over to her, but she stood in the spot and said, hey, Gizelle, congratulations. I'm sure if Gizelle would have opened up for a hug, Wendy would have hugged her. But Gizelle didn't barely even want to look at her. She could barely utter the words, appreciate it. And then Ashley clapping like a seal in the background. Oh, appreciate it. That's nice. Just the bare minimum. Gizelle can be just as dismissive and nasty and hateful as she wants to be, but she can utter and appreciate it, and that is accepted. Amazing. Amazing. I say, yeah, she's hateful to the end. To the end. It has nothing to this, her being nasty continuously, whether she's going through something or not personally, she's always been that way towards Wendy and Candiace. So that's why when they tried to make Wendy and Candiace making faces at the table a thing, y'all tried it. You'll never win this case, ever. So, let me see. What else happened? The fashion show, the models was great. The models was fierce. They was stomping, child. But the actual fashions, I don't know what's fitness about it. It looked like bedwear. It looked like sleepy time. It looked like clothing that you wear when you get ready to go to bed. It just looked like, just some pajamas, to be honest. But okay. Okay. One thing I found interesting was one of the models had on I guess a leotard and then like some pants or whatever, similar to what Wendy had on one year. And Gizelle and Robyn made fun of Wendy about what she had on. But obviously they was inspired because that's what the girl had on. You know, it's just if you a fan, just say that. Like, my God, don't do all the extra annoying stuff. So the cameras go down, but the mics go up, right? The mics are still there. We hear Deborah, Ashley's friend, go over to Candiace. Oh, do you have a problem with me? What's the problem? I'm trying to figure out if you have a problem with me because you've been talking a lot of stuff online. Candiace is just like, please leave me. Somebody come get the Muppet. Deborah ended up throwing a drink on Candiace. Candiace picked up a bottle. Ashley and Charrisse took the bottle out of Candiace's hand. Kiara the whole time telling Deborah to stop, chill out. You know, they've all been drinking, I'm sure. Whatever, they clubbing after the event. I think Deborah kind of did this to Kiara or swiped her or hit her. Whether by accident or on purpose or something. But anyway, Kiara did what she did. We saw the video multiple times. And so next week is what that it's going to be about, that next week's episode. So we're going to see what it gives, child. I saw a clip online, Ashley talking about, she's put on pause her relationship with Deborah. Why now? You've been supporting all the foolishness and stuff that she's been doing. She been out of line and you've been supporting there, standing right beside her. Oh, well, Eddie did do this. Oh, well, my friend Deborah said that Chris did. You've been stand by your friend, Ashley. Girl, gone. The show. I tell you. Anyway, let me go. With that said, Mr. Many more reviews to come, child. We got Mama June. We got Bold and Bougie. What we got? We got Love and Hip Hop Miami. I got to review all them episodes, child. Many, many things to come, okay? With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at @SkinsWorld Instagram and Twitter, at @SkinsWorld89 on Snapchat, Charrisse King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, and TikTok. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Ow. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.